Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you found this video by mistake or if you were looking for it, anyways, I bid you welcome. Alright, so it's currently Thanksgiving when I am recording this. So, happy Thanksgiving. I got a nice hot cup of tea in front of me. The house is pretty well quiet. If you hear a slight buzzing in the background, that is my space heater. Little dinky heater because we don't have actual heating in the house, so it gets really, really cold. But alright, so this is the first audio blog thingy for my personal channel. I do run another channel. It's called Cozy Pub Gamer. I'll put a link in the description below so you guys can check it out. So if you guys are ever in the gaming mood and you want to see some game commentaries, not like there's a half a billion of them other out there, but there will be a link to the description. Well, wow. There will be a link to my channel in the description below so you guys can go and check it out. You know, if you want to. Also, drop a like and a favorite if you guys feel the urge to. It always helps me out a lot. Alright, so first and foremost, this audio blog is kind of a second... Well, yeah, it's a kind of a side project. I have a lot of other projects out there, like a cartoon strip, which that link will be in the description below. And I also run my other channel, which is a gaming channel, and that will be in the description below too. So it's just a matter of finding time to get everything fit in, around my work schedule. So I work pretty well 10 hours, 8 to 10, and I'm on my feet the entire time. So I come home and I'm completely exhausted. Yeah. So it's just a matter of finding out when I'm going to be able to do what on what day. Stuff like that. Alright, so not first and foremost anymore, but something I should say is this is not scripted at all. This is just freeform right off the top of my head. So, first and foremost, gotta stop saying that. Alright, so the next thing I think I'm going to go ahead and talk about is Hearthstone, the digital TCG from Blizzard. It should be coming out next month. If there's a problem with it, then it will be coming out the month after. There's some things that I really like about Hearthstone that I think is pretty cool. Is first and foremost, I'm sorry, but first and foremost is it looks like it's going to be a really, really simple game to get into, and it's going to be streamlined, so that's always going to be good. Always good. Also, I don't really think there's going to be a real stingy, difficult community that's going to be around the Hearthstone community. I think for the most part, you should be able to find some pretty cool people in the Hearthstone world. I think anyways. And it's free. You know, unlike the Magic the Gathering where you actually have to buy your cards online and stuff like that, this is completely free to play. And to that note, I kind of think that Hearthstone is Blizzard dipping their toes into the free-to-play world, which I think that's a good thing considering how a lot of people are starting to move over to the free-to-play. Still, all the same, I'll have to wait until they actually release the game to open beta, which again is going to be next month. And once I get some time with it, I'll let you guys know what I think of it. Alright, so after that, I think I'm going to talk a little bit about Heroes of the Storm. Alright, so Heroes of the Storm is Blizzard making a MOBA. I.e., well, not I.e., but the main thing that I can really say about MOBAs is League of Legends, Dota 2, and stuff like that. If you look at those, you're basically going to see what MOBAs are. However, they've taken the MOBA formula and have stripped it down to its barest essentials and have made their own game of it. If you've seen the cinematic for it, it looks pretty badass, so you guys should go and check that out. Now, there's a lot of people right now that is saying that, it's not as good as League of Legends or Dota and all that stuff. However, you have to remember that it's not League of Legends, it's not Dota, and they're not trying to compete with those. They're making their own game. And I really don't think that they have to try and stand up to the League of Legends and the Dota world, because Blizzard already has such a big fan base that I think they'll be just fine either way. That's just what I think anyways. And, they could always pull some of the ginormous amount of fans that they have with the World of Warcraft world and just set them down in the Heroes of the Storm world, and they'll be just fine. But something that... Okay, alright, I'll chase this rabbit. The top gaming companies that I really enjoy would have to be the Gearbox people. The guys that made the Borderlands games. Blizzard. And I'll start with Blizzard. The reason why I like Blizzard is that, for one, they seem like they're pretty cool people. Besides being pretty cool people, they're not one of those companies that says, screw you guys that can't really afford a high-end computer. They make really good games that actually look downright fantastic, even when the graphics and all the bells and whistles are turned too off and too low. So to that, I'm really grateful to the Blizzard company, because, I'm not some snobby little rich kid that can just go out and buy a computer that, eats babies. So it's always good when a gaming company makes a game that a wide variety of computers can play. And to that note, I kind of think that... Well, okay, hang on. I'll go ahead and explain why I like Gearbox, and then I'll start chatting on that. For one, I really like the Borderlands games. I can't really say... Well, no, yes, I can't say. I really enjoy the games that you can actually choose the pacing of the game. For example, the Borderlands games. You don't exactly have to take the story quests one right after another, after another. You can take one part of the story quest and then turn around and do a bunch of side quests and then continue on with the story. I really like that. On top of that, it's not one of those games that really tries and hide what it is. The Borderlands games are basically run around, shoot things, cause chaos. And that's how they advertise the Borderlands games. That, I think, is pretty amazing. To me, anyways. Also, the Borderlands people seem like really amazing people. To me, they do. For example, they actually did a eulogy for one of their fans, and they actually put him in the game. And to me, that just speaks of amazingness. So, I really enjoy that. So, I really honestly look forward to more Gearbox games. I really, really do. So with that note, I'll just go ahead and move on to what's next on my mind. Is PC gaming is actually in the minority, according to someone on the YouTubes. Once I figure out who actually said it, I'll post a link to their video in the description below, and you can check that out. But the PC world, the community always manages to find something wrong with something. The gaming companies could take a game, whittle it down to exactly what the gamers want, and then the gamers will still find something wrong with it. On top of that, the computer world, it's getting, more high tech and more high tech every 10 months or so, and the video game company is keeping up with those newer models, which means that all us poor people out here that can't really afford to go out and buy some high-end computer can't really play a whole lot of games. So that really kind of puts us in the minority. And why that would be a really bad thing is because if someone goes and spends, $200-$300, they can get something like a PlayStation 3 or an Xbox for all you Xbox people out there. And all you have to do is buy the game, put it in the machine, and play the game. And that really makes it easier than having to worry about a graphics card and all that stuff. So I really think that if the gaming companies would start making games that a wide variety of computers that can play, on the quality scale, then I'm pretty sure that PC gaming would come back more from the minorities. That's how I feel about it anyways. Well, okay, that's how well I can put it into words. There's a lot more there in my crazy sadistic brain, but that's how I can put it. So we'll go ahead and chase a different rabbit here. The cartooning that I've been doing is the 2D, the newspaper style cartoon strips. I really enjoy those, and that's something that I've been doing since my second semester in college. So it's probably been about 3 years, maybe. Yeah, at least 2 or 3 years now that I've been doing it. And it's something that really, really stuck with me. Once I got into college, I really wanted to do creative writing and be a story writer and all that stuff. And then my second semester in college, someone actually stood up and said, I want to be a cartoonist because of this and this and this. And I'm like, I decided that, I'll give it a try. And it's stuck with me ever since. So that's kind of something that I really want to do. I really enjoy it, is making cartoons and writing stories and things like that. So those are my career choices. Now, I also have always had a fascination with animation and cartoons and all that stuff. So that's something that I really want to do as well. And on my personal channel, there's a couple of animated videos. I had got this program called Toon Boom, and I got it because that's what we were going to use in my animation class. Still in college, of course. But I didn't really have any of the supporting softwares like the SoundForge or Audacity or anything like that, like I have now. And it didn't exactly turn out all that well. But they're on my channel. You can check them out if you want to. In any case, that's doing an animation job, being an animator, working behind the scenes. I think that's one dream job that I'd like to do before I kick the bucket. I'm actually looking into investing in some better animation software. That way I'll have some good animation software along with my SoundForge and my movie studio and all that stuff. So since I'm working, I can just put it on the back burner until I get the money, and then I can just buy it, and there we go. Hey, I'm in business. But no, I think it'll be fun once I actually get that up and rolling. Alright, so I've been talking for over 10 minutes now. So if you guys are still with me, I thank you for that. If you guys are trying to click away, I hope you guys are having a good time. Alright, so nope, yep. I think that should just about cover everything on my mind for right now. I will make sure to make another audio blog sometime. I'm not exactly sure what the schedule is going to be for it, but next time I feel the urge to make one of these, I'll make sure to make it. Alright guys, you know the drill. You don't have to, but if you guys want to, make sure you drop a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Oh, also, link to my DeviantArt, which my webcomic is on, will be in the description below. So make sure you guys click that. And with that being said, I wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you guys take care out there. Alright, bye.